Alright everybody, here we go. We're going to do a Jungle Lore tutorial. I tried to record this on my stream last week. The recording didn't turn out too well, so we're going to do another run here. So, Jungle Lord. The first thing we're going to learn is the drop target rules. There's a set of 5 drop targets up top. It starts out with 1 drop target set up, and then as you hit them down, more drop targets come up. So you have 1 at first, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. You'll always know what round you're on by the 2 lights that are in front of the drop target. So when you hit one of these down, the other light stays up, so you can kind of keep track of what level you're on for the drop targets. So we're still on level 2. So as we get through the this drop target here. But anyway, so if we would have hit the 2 down, then 3 would have came up, then 4, then 5, and then when you hit all drop targets down, that starts a mode called Double Trouble. Double Trouble is a mode where it brings up 1 drop target up top. Then if you hit that drop target, you have a very short period of time, like 1 or 2 seconds, to hit the next drop target that pops up. And it's always a roving drop target. Like if it pops up on the far left, then the next one will be in a different spot. And you want to keep hitting those targets before the timer runs out, and you'll get an increasing point value. It goes 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, 80,000 if you can keep hitting targets before the timer runs out. Now that also comes into play if you have the playfield multiplier going. There's a 2x playfield multiplier that we'll talk about in a second, that had you been in double trouble while that was going on, you would get 20, 40, 80, 160. So that can be a big scoring mode on this game. So again, that's how the drop targets work. And we'll, so now we got 3 of the drop targets going. But as we play, like after we learn the game, we'll play for a little while, just so everybody can hopefully see all the modes in action, and we can talk through them as we play them. So now we're at level 4. But yeah, so that's how the drop targets work. There are 2 other sections to the upper play field to know about. One is that spot target that I just hit. That spot target, if you can't read on the stream, is a 1. So there's 1, and there's 5 spot targets. 1 is there, 2 is here by the lower level roundabout. 3 is over here by the right drop targets. 4 is the left in lane. 5 is the right in lane. That's how you get your double scoring. These numbers reset ball to ball, so you want to try and get all 5 spot targets in 1 ball to get your double scoring going, and that lasts for the rest of the ball. There's no timer, no nothing. You get that for the rest of the ball. So the earlier you get it in the ball, the better. But yes, that's the next part of the upper play field. The last part of the upper play field is the saucers. There's 2 saucers in the upper play field. 1 at the top of the right ramp, 1 in the back of the upper play field, and they both serve the same purpose. If you get the ball into the saucers, it will fire a ball into the mini play field up in the top left. As you can see, we've collected 3 letters of Lord already, O, R, and D. If you collect all 4 Lord letters in the mini play field, you will start multi-ball. You will start multi-ball right away if you earned your final Lord letter via one of the saucers. You can also spot Lord letters. That's from the drop targets down below. So if you hit a drop target, you'll see it starts a timer, and if we can complete the drop targets, you can see now we got our last Lord letter up top by hitting all the drop targets down before the timer ran out. Now you can see both our saucers are lit. We need to hit one of those saucers to start multi-ball. Had we been in one of those saucers to get our final Lord letter, multi-ball would have started automatically. But if we spot Lord letters, we need to hit the saucers to get multi-ball going. So let's try and see if we can do that. It's tough to get the ball to stay in that saucer. I've tried multiple ways to Oh, we got a drop target that's not registering. See, this drop target went down and it didn't register that it was down. So, but anyway, had we gotten in one of those saucers, we would have started multi-ball. The way multi-ball works is you get 35 seconds. 35 seconds to play basically an unlimited multi-ball. So what happens is you'll have 2 balls in play. You want to try and collect Lord letters for a special, which I think right now isn't worth like anything on this game. I think you might be able to set that up for points, but not sure. Spelling Lord again during multi-ball gets you a special, but really what you want to do is during multi-ball get your drop targets down. So if you're in double trouble, see how far you can get there, or help work your way towards double trouble safely during multi-ball. Now that timer during multi-ball, like I said, is 35 seconds. So if you happen to drain one of your balls or even both your balls, it's going to give it back to you. If you drain one of your balls and you're down to 1 ball and you still have time left on your timer, which will show by the ball in play display, if you can put your final ball back into one of the saucers, it will give you your second ball back. But either way, if you start multi-ball, you have 35 seconds to play that multi-ball. Whether you're playing with 1 ball or 2 balls, doesn't really matter. You got 35 seconds to play that multi-ball. Okay, so that's how the upper play field works. We touched on the drop targets briefly to explain that they will spot you a Lord letter, but what they also do is they have 2 other advantages as well. If you complete all the drop targets before the timer runs out, you will get 5 advances to your bonus. So you'll add 5,000 to your end of ball bonus each time you do that. So it's a great rule of thumb to, when you're on the lower play field, to be going after drop targets. They are dangerous, but they're very valuable as well. The last piece to the drop targets is they will give you pulses to your magna saves. Your magna saves are just above the both in lanes, and you use the extra buttons on the side of the cabinets to activate them. Each drop target that you hit will give you 1 pulse to the magnet on that side. So if you hit down a drop target on the left here, it'll give you 1 pulse. There'll be 5 red lights on the left. It'll light up one of the red lights for 1 pulse to your left magnet. Same thing with the right drop target. You hit down 1, you'll get 1 pulse to the right magnet. That's all the drop targets are used for. So the final piece to this game is going to be your bonus X. So we talked about how your bonus X will be increased by completing the drop targets. Then the next thing you need to know is how to get your bonus multiplied. So we just missed that last target, and they reset. So we have to try to hit those drop targets down again. But to get bonus X, you need to have the ball run down either in lane, and then it will light the U-turn shot on the lower playfield. It's a green flashing arrow. You hit the ball up there, and it comes out the other side to the left, and that will give you your first bonus X, which is 2. It goes 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x. So bonus can be huge on this game. I think the maximum bonus you can get is around 800,000, 750 to 800,000 points. So that's pretty huge. So if you have a nice long ball, make sure you're working towards building up your bonus X as well. That is pretty much the game. Depending on the settings, if you were to hit the turnaround shot on the lower playfield through the exit, so if you hit it through the left side of the turnabout, that would give you a drain shield on one of your out lanes, which means that the ball drains out there. It's like a virtual ball save. But I have those turned off. But if you were to shoot that shot twice, I believe it lights both out lanes for a ball save. But I had this turned off for tournament reasons, but that is also another feature of the game. Another feature of the game as well is if you hit an in lane, specifically the left one, I believe, it will light this red flashing arrow below the right ramp. If you hit the ball into the saucer when that red arrow is flashing, it will give you 2 balls or 2 tries in the upper mini playfield to get Lord letters. So it'll plunge a ball, you'll get a letter, and then it'll plunge another ball, so you can get a chance at getting 2 letters with 1 saucer trip. Okay, that's pretty much it. So we're on ball 1, so we're just going to play the game through and see what kind of scores we can get with knowing how to play Jungle Lord now. So that was a good... typically, I don't know about on other Jungle Lords, but if you can hit the ball in this really tight area, you can get double damage by hitting your 3 spot target and usually getting the drop targets in one trip. So again, we hit down the right drop targets. It gave us a lowered letter up top. Usually when I'm trapped on the right, I like to use this opportunity to practice my shatzing skills, which is trying to shoot the ball up the opposite in lane to get the bonus X arrow flashing and then hit our bonus X. So we missed there. But again, anytime that you can get the ball, so we failed there. So I'm much better at going from right to left on this game to shatz the in lane than I am left to right. I seem to have the timing down a little bit better from right to left. But it's probably best to be good at both. So again, we get in the saucer, we get a chance at another lower letter. Oh, and it can be nasty coming out of the upper playfield down the middle there, so you gotta watch out. Your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stand-up targets don't save progress ball to ball, but your magnets do, and your drop target progress up top does as well. So if you get to double trouble on ball 1, you'll have it for the rest of the game. You don't start with any magnet pulses, but you earn them via the drop targets, and however many you earn on your first ball, you'll have them on the next ball, and then until you use them, obviously. And obviously, if you go down a letter you already have, sorry about your luck. Try for another one the next time you go up. It's pretty tough to purposefully get the ball to go into some letters over there, but I keep the tilt a little bit looser on this just so you can give it a little nudge to try and get it to go into some of the other lowered letters up there. But it's never a bad idea to go after but the drop targets can be deadly. It's never a bad idea to go after them because they're giving you 3 separate things. They're giving you bonus, they're giving you magnets, and they're giving you lowered letters. So if you can get used to surviving those dangerous drop target shots, it can be huge. Sometimes it's really hard to hit the drop targets up top. They just seem to be right in the sweet spot of hitting in between all of them. There we go. So I was early again on that shatz attempt. So I'm going to go after more drop targets. And fail. There we go. So we're getting our lowered letters. Let's just keep going after those. Boom. So multi-ball is ready. Ooh. See, it almost always just goes in and comes right back out for that. So there's a good shatz. So now we got our turnabout ready. It stays flashing for a little bit, so that noise is indicating that we have our 2x playfield going. We've hit all 5 spot targets. So now we really want to play careful because we want to keep this 2x playfield going for as long as possible. Okay, so that's our multi-ball. It's counting up our 35 seconds we get. It's going to put them in the credit display there, so we can always keep track of what we got going on. Now we got 2 balls in play. Again, we want to go after all the drop targets as much as we can. So again, have no fear with losing your balls because you have the guaranteed 35 seconds. So keep the ball in the upper play field if you can. I wouldn't waste magnets because it's going to give you the ball back. We have 13 seconds, so we want to try and get a ball into the saucer so we can get another ball in play. So we got 6 seconds left. There we go. So we're getting our second ball back with 1 second to spare. That's good. So we need to play careful. So our bonus may be max. I think 39. So we had the 30 lit and up to 9. We might be able to get a little bit more bonus. Nope. So we got max bonus right now. So now we want to work on bonus multipliers. Oh, there we go. That'll work too. So there's our first bonus multiplier. Ah, we're late on that one. And we're getting a very annoying noise for having the ball last this long. I think it's the game psychologically telling you to lose your ball. Oh, there it goes. Or maybe it'll come back on after this sound effect is done. So we're getting good shots action going on, but we're not capitalizing. I guess we'll try shots the other way. Oh, almost. Now let's get some shots here. There we go. Go around. There we go. Okay, let's get another one. Stay with me. Oh, I thought that was good. There we go. Oh, it got hung up on an insert. So that was a solid bonus. But yeah, so we pretty much showed you the main tactic with this game. Get your bonus up, then multiply it. We're almost to double trouble, so let's keep working towards that. We got all our 5 drop targets lit up. So once we get through those, we'll be ready to go for another big scoring ball. Ah, that was bad luck there. Alright, so final ball here. Let's see if we can't get double trouble going and maybe another multi-ball. Okay. I didn't take anything out of your car but your purse. Oh, get up there. Oh, I thought we had that. Oh, stay with me. More Lord letters, come on. Yeah. So now, since we just need one more Lord letter, I'm going to go after it via the drop targets down below. Ah! Okay. So we didn't get to double trouble, but we were 1 target away. So since that's the only part we haven't seen yet in this tutorial, I'm going to go after that only until we finish. So just so you can see every feature of the game. Stay with me. Stay with me. Oh boy. Get up there, yeah. So the red arrow is flashing. We get 2 shots of the bagatelle. Ah. Well, we got 1 letter. That's good. We're doing pretty good on our drop targets, making good progress. We're already on level 3. Sometimes you can get lucky with that magnet save and it'll pull right out of that outlane, but I was a little too late. See if we can get real lucky. Getting that L. Ooh. Dang. Shoo, baby. Ooh, baby. Oh, get up there. Oh, I thought I had that. Ah, ooh, I got lucky. The old double flip worked. Ooh, that was a nice feed. Stay up there. Woo, baby. There we go. So to safely get to double trouble, we want this multi-ball bad. Keep giving us drop targets. Nice. Okay. So we're in multi-ball. We only got one more target left for double trouble, so we're in good shape right now. We want to hit that last drop target up top to start double trouble. Alright, we got our second ball back. Got 20 seconds left on our multi-ball timer. Ah, the balls are getting in the way of each other. There we go. So now one target's up. Once we hit that one target, we got only a second or two. See how quickly it reset? So now double trouble starts over. See, already over. Got 3 seconds to get back to 2-ball multi-ball. And we're done. But we still have double trouble going, so let's try and get back up there. That's just ball 2, so we can spend ball 3 getting some good double trouble points, but ideally you want to have 2x playfield going for this. Well, you get the idea. We're just going to get half the points we normally would. Ah, he just went down right when I was about to hit him. Maybe we'll get back to multi-ball. Hell. Shit. So we had a pretty good round right there. But yeah, you can just keep doing that over and over and over and over again. So we saw even when you're doing a double trouble all day strategy, you can still get a very, very solid score on this. Anything near 1,000,000, you're going to win most games. This is typically a game that's not really going to give away points. You kind of really need to know what's going on and what to shoot for, as a lot of these older games are. But you can get some pretty big scores on this if you get that double play field going with your bonus X, with your double trouble. But there's a couple of different ways to approach the game, depending on what you're comfortable with. So that's what makes Jungle Lord a pretty sweet game. So thanks for watching. Make sure and look for more of my tutorials on YouTube. So, and this is chuckwurt. Thanks, everybody, and peace.